Yes, thank you. We understand that you are concerned and interested of the events that are unfolding for humanity at this time. As you have been well aware from the sessions we have been providing for you and the information that has come forth, is that this is all unfolding now. This needed to be at this now moment because of everything else that has taken place beforehand. There were groups, for example, the Palladians, who did want to push earlier to have the broadcast, the holographic broadcast, the larger broadcast to awaken humanity at that point much earlier on. Their position and point of view for this would be that they would have stopped the they understood people were impatient. They understood that it could have happened at any point, and the broadcast for humanity to awaken has been at any point. It could have been at any point. However, this was delayed because partly humanity was not ready, and also there were lessons that were vital and really important for people and individuals to grow and learn from. And so you have all been able to have your moral compasses on neutral, where you could have checked and you could have changed your moral compass at any point to position yourself in any way. Did you succumb to peer pressure? Did you suddenly doubt everything that was in your intuition and turn around and go in the other direction? Did you forgive corruption? Did you overlook crimes against humanity? How did other people around you perceive and process the information that has been forthcoming since September of the last year? There has been so much information that has been produced to humanity. And while the mainstream media, those companies have not been endorsing the truth as we know it, as you now know it, it is still being released and has been shared publicly for a long time. It is not impossible. So while there are people that are still waiting for the absolute proof 100% on mainstream media to feed the information to you so you can accept it and move forward, most of you have not needed that because your intuition knows and can read body language and can understand the intent of information given to you. And you have great discernment whether it is the truth or whether this is fiction. And so you have been able to use your intuition and your moral compass, and has guided you so far, so forward. And so you are sitting in a very comfortable position emotionally and morally, as you know and embrace yourself for the rest of the world to catch up to the bigger truths. And so you are here and you're neutral, waiting patiently. We say this as jest almost as well, because so many of you are little impatient beings, and that is so understandable. We understand your time is heavy and pressurized. And so a lot of you are just waiting on the clock, and it is slowly ticking past. We say this and we understand this because once you awaken to the gravity of the information, the crimes against humanity, and how much the distractions and how much control and manipulation has happened to humanity, you're wanting to get off that ride. You're calling time out, and you're wanting to sit it out and sit on the sidelines and wait for everyone else to get off the journey. And so most of you are not participating emotionally in all the dramas of things unfolding. You have that stronger belief system that everything is unfolding for humanity to awaken humanity. And so you have that bigger picture. And while there are some little triggery points here and there, you are able to be neutral and see things for the bigger picture. So you are excited and interested to see how it all unfolds. Of course, you feel like you've been here a few times where you have been waiting, and we say to you, there is no other options for humanity to go forward. We will pull you out of this planet if the situation gets out of control. So we are watching this as closely now than we have ever before. So what is unfolding now, you are fully protected from. And if there is things that are unfolding which are to help humanity awaken, and this is the whole purpose of everything right now, and this is why we've had these delays, is to be able to give humanity the truth from humanity. And so we have stepped back. We have not impeached your free will. We have not encroached your free will. We have allowed humans to be able to get, as a collective, the truth out there. And as more people are awakening and sharing the truth and helping each other find the truth, you have all done such a great job moving humanity one step closer to awakening the truth and how much manipulation has occurred. While, yes, we could have pulled you off this planet much earlier and much earlier than last year, you can see the growth that you've done personally. You can see the lessons and how you have to experience this time. This time is incredible. A lot of beings from all around the universes are coming to see and feel and tap into your energy to see how this is all unfolding, because it is just remarkable how much manipulation has occurred on your planet's history and how much you've got at the sticking point. So it is very exciting. Everything will divinely, purposely time unfold, and the truth will come out. You will hear about the corruption and the manipulation and how many businesses are controlled by a few, and that will just spread. It's like a spider's web. Once you realize you've got one sort of bad egg, shall we say, it doesn't take very long to be able to follow that pathway to the next and the next and the next. So you will see just mass disclosures of many, in quotation marks, respected companies that will now go and be shut down because they have to have full systems resets, because their money has been backed by corruption. Because their products are potentially quite harmful to humanity for various reasons. Everything you know is about to fall upon itself. And while that may seem scary, and while that may seem like there may be shortages of certain things, trust you are going to be fine. Trust that there may be some inconveniences for a little bit as this all gets worked through. There is going to be some transitional experiences and phases that may not feel that fantastic for you, or you may be concerned of X, Y, and Z, but truly you will have the bigger picture and you'll be so grateful that the bigger truths are coming out. Your frustration moving forward will be like, right, well, what's next? These massive disclosures have just taken place. Why are not many people still on board with this and understanding the bigger picture? And they would simply just be still confused. They will have no understanding truly of everything. They'll still be in denial. They will still have pushed back to the truth. There is still going to be those people that you know and that are out there who are still influencers who will be trying to steal the narrative and distract people and kind of disempower the truth and the information and the integrity of the information. So it's still going to be the same old, because remember, you've already had this truth coming out anyway. This truth has not been really hidden from you. You will get extra details and you'll get some supporting information to prove what you have felt and believed is true. But even then, with the amount of evidence that is about to unfold, there's still going to be those people that are just going to say that was computer generated imagery. This is nonsense. This is drama. These are actors. Now they're going to start saying all sorts of things to justify their position to keep themselves right. Those are the people that you could spend all your energy, all your love, all your time on, and they would just be energy vampires, shall we say, and will just never be able to see the bigger picture. They will be blinded to it, and even when you show them all the evidence and sit with them and explain everything every which way, they're still just going to be stubborn. So use your energy wisely. Support the people who are really questioning this and trying to understand it and place it together, because remember, you have already found all of your pieces to the puzzle. You've already placed them in a nice, beautiful position for your understanding and your information. So you know how hard it was to start with a few pieces. One piece, we all started with one piece, and you have collected all your different facts and information, and you have a strong grasp of what is happening. Now, how do you disclose that to someone fully who has got one piece when you have 100? You have to go gently, ask them what they know, and you have to build and expand on that and really listen to what they're asking. Because as much as you want to love them and give them all of the information, it is too much when they just have one piece to work on. Find the very next direct piece that matches their information to their one piece puzzle and just expand on that and let them just be able to process that, and when they ask for the information, be able to deliver it to them, and keep referring and supporting them and encouraging them to let them know you know the biggest stuff, you know all of your pieces of the puzzle, and you're here for them when they need that information. Just be gentle for them as they are newborns. You can't give a newborn a steak meal. And this is a very important analogy that we have used many times. They are newborns, so you give them soft, you give them milk, or you give them really soft, palatable food that's easy for their digestion. And while you're all dining with your big steaks, and we also know that vegetarianism and veganism is very important for many of you, and so we don't want to offend you with this analogy, but you are all dining on the very big slices of the pie, shall we say. We'll turn this into a dessert analogy, which will please Joanne much more. So you are eating much more richer desserts, whereas a baby who shouldn't even be having sugar can just have a slice of fruit. So you would never try and shove a chocolate ghetto into a baby's mouth, maybe some smothering grandparents. We're getting off track, but you understand what we're saying to you. While we know that you love and you want to share all your information, these new babies that are coming into the truth of the information, who potentially could have been big deniers, they have baby steps to go forward. And so we know that you will use your intuition and navigate morally to help and support them, because they will be a strong position of confusion. And so they will still need to be handheld, because they'll still be wanting extra proof, more information. Yeah, they're still needing step by step by step, whereas most of you have just been very open to the information and very accepting. So while we sort of feel like we have unnecessarily schooled you on how to approach some people, we also know this is a nice reminder, because we know you desperately want to help. And so we're giving you our advice of how to help people at this time who are newbies to this information. You need to smile and make them feel like everything is going to be okay, because their world has suddenly done a flip flop and they're very confused. You don't need to mention the new earth for these new babies, because that is just advanced information that they need to process what's happening here in the now for this lifetime. And so try to help them the best you can, and you can call on us if you need some wisdom and guidance. And you simply just ask, what is the most appropriate words and support I can say to this person, and just settle your mind and just trust the very first things that come out of your mouth. You've got this, you know this. So don't be afraid to connect with others who are reaching out to you. And you may find that the most strangest people who you have felt have been the most closed off may actually be coming to your door, to your connection, in any platform they can find you in, to be able to just check in what you know. Because this is very hard for them. This is very challenging for them, because they feel like they're such on the back step. And while we use the analogy that the babies, they're still big beings who have come to play this game of life, who also have the veil over them, who still feel like there is something that they're missing out on and not understanding. And so they're in this irritation mode, so to speak, because they're just not getting it, because there is a disconnect to their intuition. There is a disconnect for many reasons, because they haven't done their own inner work. They're distracting themselves and all the stuff that we have said. So apply your bigger information and knowledge about these sessions to these people, and this will give you great guidance. We are so excited here. We are so excited here. We are so excited here because we know that so much pressure is going to be put off, taken off humanity once these truths start coming out. Because it has questioned many people's sanity, because they believe this information is so strong that it has really twisted them up within themselves and disconnected them with their families, disconnected them with their friends. And that is very challenging because we all are social pack animals. And so you really want to be connected to your tribes. And when you are an advanced being who is getting the information to be able to come back to your tribe and share the information until your tribe is ready to hear the information, you are on the outs. And so this is why you're feeling some of that disconnect. And it is not pleasant, and we understand and respect that. So we trust everything will unfold perfectly and in divine timing. And we trust that you know that. We just wanted to come in here today to be able to confirm this for you all, because we know that you need these lessons and this guidance with our love, just to confirm that everything is still perfectly unfolding for humanity's best interests, to be able to awaken to how corrupt the systems have got. But even that information can be delivered in a loving and kind and non-triggering way. And we all have great faith in you, knowing that you will do the best you can for humanity, because this is your role now. This is your life-saving role as such, is giving people the hope that even though everything has changed and flipped upside down, it's all for a purpose. It's all perfectly unfolding as it should to help the truth, because the truth was nearly impossible for the average person who was not looking for the information to find and discover. And so this is tremendous. This is very, very, very big. This is very big. So don't forget to allow yourself to have your own emotions and to feel into this, into the enormity of what's actually occurring. Because while you're so busy helping others, just remember and honor your feelings that are coming up. Try not to spend your energy too sparsely and thinly amongst all of the people who need you. And do find the time to go within and just sit with yourself for just a few minutes and just see what pops up emotionally for you. Please don't forget about yourselves, because for us, you are the most important being there is. And we say this with much love.